Build unbreakable focus and stop procrastinating.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Audiobook Library. I am Malika, and sitting across from me, looking very focused today with his cup of coffee, is Smith. Happy Tuesday, Smith.
Happy Tuesday, Malika. Yes, I am clinging to this coffee for dear life. Tuesday is a dangerous day.
It really is. Everyone complains about Monday. Oh, I hate Mondays. But on Monday, you have adrenaline. You have the weekend energy.
Exactly. Monday is chaos. But Tuesday is just the reality of the week setting in. The adrenaline is gone, and you just have a massive to-do list staring at you. It is the hardest day to stay focused.
I call it the Tuesday slump. You look at the calendar and think, wow, it is only Tuesday? So today, we decided to tackle something that every single listener struggles with, especially today: procrastination and focus.
This is the ultimate battle of the modern world. We are living in an attention economy. Every app, every website, every notification is designed by thousands of engineers to steal your focus. If you can protect your attention, you have a superpower.
It really is a superpower. Let's start by defining the enemy. What is procrastination really? Because a lot of people just say, oh, I am lazy.
That is the biggest myth. Procrastination is not laziness. Laziness is when you don't want to do anything and you are perfectly happy doing nothing.
True. When I procrastinate, I am not happy. I feel incredibly guilty.
Exactly. Procrastination is actually an emotion regulation problem. It's not a time management problem.
Emotion regulation? Explain that.
Think about it. When do you delay a task? You delay it because the task makes you feel bad. It's boring, or it's difficult, or you're afraid of failing.
Or it's an email to an angry client and you just don't want to deal with the stress.
Yes. So your brain says, hey, this email causes pain. Let's go look at Instagram instead. Instagram gives us a little hit of dopamine. Instagram is safe. You're running away from a negative emotion.
Wow, that changes everything. It's not that I can't manage my schedule, it's that I am avoiding psychological discomfort.
Precisely. So how do we fix it? The first step is to forgive yourself. Stop saying, I'm a lazy, terrible person. Just say, okay, I'm avoiding this because it's scary. Let's make it less scary.
How do we make it less scary?
By using the 2-minute rule.
I've heard of this. It's from James Clear, right? The author of Atomic Habits?
Yes, the rule is you scale down the scary task into something that takes only 2 minutes.
So if my goal is to run 3 miles, that sounds exhausting.
Right. If you're sitting on the couch, running 3 miles feels impossible. So your new goal is just put on my running shoes and tie the laces. That takes 2 minutes.
And then what? Can I take them off and go back to sleep?
Technically, yes. You give yourself permission to stop. But what usually happens? Once the shoes are on, you say, well, I might as well step outside. Once you're outside, you say, I might as well walk. Once you're walking, you start jogging.
Because getting started is the hardest part. The friction is at the beginning.
Newton's first law of motion. An object at rest stays at rest. An object in motion stays in motion. You just need to create that tiny first movement.
So if I need to write a 10-page report for work today, my 2-minute rule is open a blank document and write the title.
Exactly. Just write the title. It takes away the fear of the massive 10-page mountain.
Let's talk about our environment, because I can write the title, but if my phone buzzes right next to me, I'm gone. The focus is broken.
Environmental design is the secret weapon of highly productive people. You cannot rely on willpower. Willpower is like a battery. It drains throughout the day. By Tuesday afternoon, your willpower is 0.
So true. At 9 a.m., I'm a warrior. At 3 p.m., I'm a zombie eating cookies.
We all are. So you have to design your room so that doing the right thing is easy and doing the wrong thing is hard.
Give us some examples of how to do that.
If you are trying to focus on work, your phone cannot be on your desk, period.
Not even face down?
Not even face down. Studies show that just having your phone visible in the room reduces your cognitive capacity. Your brain is secretly using energy to actively ignore it.
Wow, it's like a magnet pulling on my brain.
Yes, put the phone in another room. Put it in a drawer. Create physical friction. If you have to stand up, walk to another room, and open a drawer to check social media, you probably won't do it.
Create physical friction. I like that. We should make bad habits annoying to do.
Exactly. Unplug your TV, delete the apps from your home screen, make yourself work for the distraction.
Smith, let's talk about energy management versus time management. People always say, I don't have enough time.
Time is a constant. We all have the exact same 24 hours. Elon Musk, you, me, the president. You can't manage time. You can only manage your energy.
So, how do we figure out our energy?
You have to know your chronotype. Are you a morning bird or a night owl?
I am definitely a morning bird. I am useless after 8 p.m.
Okay, so for you, your golden hours are probably between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. That's when your brain is sharpest.
That is true.
So what is the biggest mistake you can make during those golden hours?
Checking email?
Yes, checking email, organizing your desk, having useless meetings. You are taking your most premium, high-quality brain energy and spending it on cheap tasks.
Ouch! That hurts because it is so true. I use my best energy to delete spam emails to feel productive.
It's a trap. It's fake work. You have to protect those golden hours for deep work, writing, strategizing, learning a language. Save the emails for 3 p.m. when you are a zombie. Zombies are great at answering emails.
Zombies are great at answering emails. That is the quote of the episode.
It leads us perfectly to the concept of eating the frog.
Eating the frog? This sounds disgusting, Smith. What does this mean?
It's a quote often attributed to Mark Twain. He said, if it's your job to eat a live frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning.
Because if you don't, you will sit there staring at the frog all day.
Exactly. If you know you have to do something terrible, like call a difficult client or study a really hard grammar rule, and you put it off, it ruins your whole day. It sits in the back of your mind, causing anxiety.
The shadow of the frog.
Yes, but if you sit down at 8 a.m. and you just eat the frog, you do the hardest task immediately. The rest of your Tuesday feels like a vacation. You have already won the day.
That is so powerful. Do the worst thing first.
It builds incredible momentum.
Let's talk about a technique for when you are actually doing the work. Let's say I ate the frog, I put my phone in the drawer, I am at my desk. How do I sustain the focus?
You need the Pomodoro technique.
Pomodoro, like the tomato sauce.
Yes, the guy who invented it used a kitchen timer shaped like a tomato. It is incredibly simple, but it is the best focus tool in the world.
How does it work?
You pick one task, you set a timer for 25 minutes, and you work on only that task. No tabs, no checking your phone, no going to the bathroom. Total, absolute focus for 25 minutes.
25 minutes doesn't sound that long.
It's not. Anyone can focus for 25 minutes. But when the timer rings, you must take a 5-minute break. Stand up, stretch, look out the window. Then you do another 25 minutes.
Why does the break matter so much? Sometimes I feel like I am in the zone and I want to keep going.
Because your brain is like a muscle. If you go to the gym and lift weights for 2 hours without stopping, your muscles would tear. The brain needs a pause to consolidate information and rest. The 5-minute break prevents burnout.
So it keeps you fresh for the whole afternoon.
Exactly. If you do 4 Pomodoros, that's just 2 hours of deep work. You will accomplish more than most people do in an 8-hour shift.
I am definitely going to try that today. Smith, I want to ask about perfectionism. I think a lot of our listeners learning English suffer from this. I won't speak until my grammar is perfect. Is perfectionism a form of procrastination?
It is the sneakiest form of procrastination because it wears a suit and tie. It looks professional.
I'm not procrastinating, I'm just lowering my standards.
Perfectionism is just fear of criticism. You're saying, if I never finish this project, nobody can judge it. If I never speak English, nobody can laugh at my accent.
So you just stay in the preparation phase forever.
Forever. You buy endless notebooks, you highlight textbooks, you watch hundreds of YouTube videos, but you never actually open your mouth.
What is the cure for perfectionism?
The cure is a mindset shift. Done is better than perfect.
Done is better than perfect. I need that tattooed on my arm.
Just ship it. Hit publish, send the email, speak the broken English sentence. Because once it's in the real world, you get feedback. You can fix a bad sentence. You cannot fix a blank page.
You cannot steer a parked car.
Exactly. You have to be moving. Give yourself permission to make garbage. Say I'm going to write the worst first draft in history. It takes the pressure off.
Let's touch on multitasking, because in the modern workplace, we're told multitasking is a good skill. She's a great multitasker.
Multitasking is a biological lie. The human brain cannot focus on two complex tasks at once.
But I can listen to a podcast and wash the dishes.
Right, because washing the dishes is a physical, automatic habit. It doesn't require cognitive load, but you cannot write a professional email and listen to a podcast at the same time.
So, what am I actually doing when I try to do both?
You are doing task switching. Your brain is rapidly switching back and forth between the email and the audio. And every time you switch, there's a penalty. It's called attention residue.
Attention residue. That sounds like something you need to scrub off with soap.
It kind of is. When you look away from your work to check a text message, a piece of your attention gets stuck on the text message. When you look back at your work, you are not at 100% capacity. It takes about 20 minutes to fully regain your deep focus.
Wait, if I check my phone for 2 seconds, it costs me 20 minutes of deep focus?
Yes, that is the devastating cost of interruptions. That is why turning off your notifications is the greatest productivity hack in the world.
So the rule is single tasking. Do one thing, finish it, move to the next.
It sounds old-fashioned, but it is the only way to do great work.
Smith, as we are wrapping up this conversation, let's talk about the concept of the future self.
Oh, this is a great psychological trick.
When I procrastinate, I am basically being mean to future Malika. I am giving her all the stress.
Yes. Studies show that when we think about our future self, our brain actually lights up in the same way it does when we think about a stranger.
Really? So my brain thinks tomorrow Malika is just some random person on the street?
Exactly. So your brain says, why should I work hard right now? Let that stranger deal with it tomorrow.
That explains so much. I have zero empathy for tomorrow Malika.
You have to build empathy for her. When you are tempted to stop working, ask yourself, what would be a nice gift I could give to tomorrow Malika?
I will finish this report today so tomorrow Malika can have a relaxed morning and drink her coffee in peace.
Exactly. You become your own best friend. You do favors for your future self.
That is a beautiful way to look at it. So, Smith, let's give our listeners a challenge. It is Tuesday. They still have the rest of the day and the rest of the week ahead of them. What should they do right now?
Right now, I want you to identify your frog. What is the one task you are avoiding today? The one that is making you feel guilty?
We all have one. It just popped into your head, didn't it, listeners?
Whatever that task is, put your phone in a drawer, set a timer for 25 minutes, use the 2-minute rule just to get started, and eat the frog.
Eat the frog. I am going to do it as soon as we finish recording.
Me too. My frog is waiting.
Thank you so much, Smith. This was exactly the motivation I needed for a Tuesday.
My pleasure, Malika. Keep fighting the good fight.
And thank you to all our listeners. Your attention is your most valuable asset. Thank you for spending it with us today. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the English Audiobook Library.
Have a highly focused week, everyone.
See you next time. Bye.
Build unbreakable focus and stop procrastinating.